Hello guys, NautoAce here, and this is going to be a follow-up on my Telltale video, but it's also a bit of a real talk. And the reason why I want to sort of give this a bit of information or tidbit is the effect of when someone lost their job or when a company closes down. Of course, it's not just Telltales. Apparently, sadly, Capcom Vancouver, the developers of the Dead Rising game, were shut down. Another company in just the month of September shut down. So for those people, I hope they do get new jobs for them. So with that said, is you kind of notice this always in Twitter, Facebook, or whatever, or the social media. All suddenly, the minute a company closes or whatever, they kind of share that. Well, I'm out of a job. I know, hopefully someone hire me or something like that. And some people might think, and I seen this, and this also happened with, fortunately, a long time ago, the developer of the Kingdom of Amalur, I forgot what they are, Rhode Island. The guy who owned it was a baseball pro player. Great game, Kingdom of Amalur, which is thank goodness that THQ Nordic got the rights for the IP. Let's see if they'll do a sequel or whatever. But the bottom line is they shut down because of poor business. But same deal, people lost jobs. So yes, this is going to be a real talk about jobs. So most of us are, I'm going to guess, of course, we're young adults. We're living on our own. We have family to feed, or we take care of our family. You get the idea. So somebody who's maybe you're a new gamer, you're still somewhere going to high school, or maybe you're just starting in college. You kind of don't understand what's going on here, and I hope you do kind of understand it, because this is really very important. And that is, it's never a pleasant thing. It's never a good thing when someone, or a lot of people lose a job because either they get fired, an example like did for 3 years ago with Chris Pranger, or a company shut down because of poor business decision to a point that a lot of people were affected. You gotta understand that a lot of these people, even they love what they're doing, some of them maybe they don't. Sometimes it's a career they love, sometimes people take job, whatever. The biggest main objective of a career, job, career, whatever, is to support yourself, your family, to have a home, things like that. Most people's motivation when they're looking for a job or a career or a dream job, you might think, oh, because it's something that I wanted to do when I grow up. And that's great. That's great. Something your passion and you're making money, that's great. But reality checks sometimes, and props to the backlog battle, they also talk about this, is that most people's motivation when they're getting at least, quote unquote, a job is desperation. Why did I say desperation? Is because, again, you got to keep in mind reality is, even so it's so great, so awesome to get a dream job, such as those people finally getting a job at Telltales, is desperation is when push comes to shove, you can't get the job you want, whatever reason. There's a different story there. Is you got to support, if you have a family, you got to support your family. If you got to support yourself, you need a roof in your head, clothes on your body, food on the table, money. I know it's always money's the root of all evil, but that's what it is. So that's why if you kind of see sometimes people like on Twitter, they're doing that, because to some extent, it is kind of sad. Like Telltale, I thought they were like, they're good, but apparently I guess either the business was really poor to a point that they had to lay off people. They didn't give them enough time. There you go. And that's what's great also, the video game business. The other company said, hey, we have opening, and there you go. I mean, if you want the job, say you work on those, just fill out your application. I mean, are you going to guarantee to get in? That's a different story there. I'm not going to get in there. But the whole point of this video is just for people to be well aware of how come sometimes this happens when a company falls. Unfortunately, people work this on Twitter. They're basically announcing, hey, I need a job. And you might say, oh my gosh, cry me a river. No, it's not a cry me a river. Most people know that it's not. It's that it is unfortunate, and you have to understand a lot of these people, even so, motivation could be the dream to improve themselves, passion to reach what they want. It's more of also, we got to support our family. If you're a family man, family woman, you're taking care of your family, then you know how it feels. Like in the case with Chris Pranger, It's 3 years ago. He did a Facebook post, really very expressionist. Yeah, I don't know the right word. Apologies. But the point is, your emotions going to go up because the minute you lose your job, it's always the biggest fear. That's the biggest fear. Where's my next paycheck? How am I going to support my family? Where's I going to go? It's very scary to some extent. So, I mean, it's great that people are reaching out for these people. And apparently also, just to follow up on that Telltale also, apparently some of the games might be still continuing. Stranger Things by Netflix, apparently they're looking for another company. And in the case with The Walking Dead episode 3-4 for the season finale or series finale or whatever you call it, the season game, the final game, they are looking for evaluating other opportunities. So again, that's interesting. So yeah, so for anybody who's a job seeker or looking for a job, trying to understand this, this is a sort of, I guess, reality check sometimes. It's great to reach your dream, never give up on that. But you also have to understand that when you become a family man or you're living on your own, not supporting with your no family support, like you actually live on your own or you have a family, money sometimes comes first to anything else. If you have to work on a job that you don't want, flipping burgers, I mean, not insulting anyone, but you have to understand the income comes first no matter what. So, I mean, and it's not a put down. I'm not basically saying, oh, don't do reach your dreams, reach your goal. Always the first thing, but just be mindfulness also that it doesn't really hurt to make some extra income or an alternative way just to support your family. That's it. So, yeah, that's really my real talk there. So, I know it's kind of like a left field for me doing this, but it is just something that I hope helps people kind of just see like a bigger picture of what's the situation. Sometimes when you see people post with like, well, I have no job, you got any job for me, they're not crying a river. It's just, hey, we got family. You just have to understand from that perspective. So with that, thanks for listening.